So one question that I always get all the time, even in 17 years of doing what I do for a living, and that is, what is it that you do? And quite frankly, that's the most difficult question to answer, because what I do for a living, let's be honest, is not your typical type of job, which is fine. And sometimes when I answer that question, I usually get a puzzled look. But the key thing about that is that I'm very proud of what I do, and so you should be as well. So, as we're growing up and we're going to high school and college back in the 80s and 70s and, keep on going back, you're always being told that you should strive to become a blank, be it an accountant or a manager or a plumber or a lawyer or whatever the case might be. And those are fantastic occupations. Don't get me wrong. They're great. But sometimes as the years progress, then there's a certain types of evolution that comes about, be it communication, the internet, tech, so on and so on and so on. So the key thing about it is that there are new types of jobs, certain types of passion jobs that become passion projects. That typical 9-to-5 guys is gone. It doesn't exist anymore, really. I mean, it's there, but people are thinking of alternatives. If you've ever had an idea on a business and you're like, well, I don't know if it's going to work or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. First of all, don't listen to anybody. Go with what you know and go and do it. But 80% of the population still is not familiar with crowdfunding. Now, what is crowdfunding? I'm going to tell you just to look it up. Go on to Kickstarter.com or Indiegogo or anything else that involves crowdfunding. The days of going to a bank are gone. The only thing is, it has got to be an interesting product. It can't be just something like, I just want to, open up a spatula business. It's not going to work. There's not going to be that much interest behind it, and pretty much it probably won't go through. Take your time. Really write out that business plan. Consider it a hobby before you drop everything, quit jobs and all that type of stuff, and go full throttle. When I started Cash Hunt 17 years ago, was very gradual. I think anyone in my position would have probably dropped Cash Hunt within the second year. We were just doing 5 games in the first year and 10 games in the second year. And I think anyone at that particular point would say, well, this is dead in the water. I'm not doing this anymore. The truth of the matter is, guys, you stick with it. That 10 became 30. That 30 became 50. That 50 went, and so on and so forth. Where we do about 350 games and growing a year. So that is in regards to being strong about the idea. Don't listen to anybody. The only way you're going to listen is to yourself. There's going to be some pitfalls? Sure. You're going to learn from some pitfalls. But you've got to do it. And when you come back to that room, to that cookout, to that wedding, to that christening, wherever you might end up being, and that person asks you, what do you do? You're going to say it with so much passion. You're going to love it. You're going to love to explain it. Because the key thing about that, it's different. It's not the typical. And guess what? The person that asked that question to you is probably going to say, wow, that sounds pretty cool. I actually want to do it. Or I want to buy it. Or if it's a product or a service. So start with it today. Do a lot of studying. Learn about crowdfunding. Understand what that product or service it is that you want to do. And just go for it. But take the baby steps first. Do not make really the wrong maneuvers in order to think growing fast is going to be the key thing. Don't think about the money. That's where everyone kind of stops and thinks and goes right immediately to failure. The key thing about it is you got to go with the product that you believe, and if it is successful, then people will come. So, just want to let you guys know about that. Other than that, have a great day. Hey, subscribe to this channel. I love talking to you guys, and I'm hoping that you're learning something within our path, and hopefully that makes our communication even better. Thanks so much. Have a great day.